Welcome back to Game Plan Live, and free agency has arrived. Let's go.
Has arrived, though.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey, once again, YB Game Plan back at y'all, coming to y'all from 1441 Woods Run. Make sure y'all come down and see us. Fellas, off season, it's been in full swing. It's kind of slowing down now. The big names have been signed. The Pittsburgh Steelers have made most of their moves, but seems we're still lacking on quarterback right now. But we got Mason Rudolph right now, though. Now, looking at it, though, fellas, real quick, our Steelers off-season moves. And I know free agency is slowing down, but we did get one big boy. That was DK Metcalf. We got DK for a second, a sixth, and a seventh round pick with a swap with Seattle. We signed him to an extension, though. So it was a trade, fellas. It was a trade at first, and the extension was $132 million for 4 years, 66 guaranteed. I don't know if that's enough. What do y'all feel about? We're gonna start off with DK Metcalf, though. We haven't been online. I know we probably.
I thought it was 5 for 150, bro.
It is 5 for 150, but that's just incentive based and all that and everything.
He got a 4-year extension.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you.
So it'll average out to 30 a year. I mean, basically,
right.
When it comes down to
I got
you. Is that enough?
I mean, for a second round pick, it's pretty good because they wanted a 1 and a 3. The swaps, they even out because they're swaps.
Right.
They basically go back and forth. But I mean, for what you got him for, it's pretty damn good. It just who throwing him the ball? He gonna put the work in. They've been showing his off-season workouts already. He's a man child. He's a beast. He wears a dress sometimes like Russell Westbrook, which is fucking weird. But he's an animal, though. Other than that, I mean, he's a dog. I mean, he got a bad attitude sometimes, but he's going to always play. You're never going to see DK not lock off for bullshit and not run his route and not trying to line somebody up because he just got it in him. He's Eric Metcalf's nephew.
Right.
Dad played in the league, too, so can't remember his name right now. But
Twins, do you think the father did his thing on this trade, though?
It was definitely necessary, considering all the receivers that was out there, and we wasn't taking no chance on. So it was definitely a necessary move to make. You know what I mean? I'll take it. I'm satisfied with it. Like Doe said, it was an even swap, and it was something that we're not lacking at receiver at all. We have a full-fledged receiver core at this point now. Now all we need is a coordinator and a quarterback that could bring it all together. If we just going by the numbers, and the talent that we get, I think we pretty sound. I think we got to be at least top, just based upon namesake. I think we top 8 in receiver core as far as player to player.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but with him and George on the outside, but is George you want to get better though? That's my only thing. Is George want to get better, man?
Well, that was my next question, fellas. My next question to either one of you two. Now, I do like the DK Metcalf signing. With Doe saying who's getting the ball, that's a big question of who's going to get him the ball, him and George. But I'm gonna pose this to you guys: does this make George Pickens expendable?
I don't think it makes him expendable. I really
Go ahead.
don't
What is
think,
whichever one?
I don't really think it makes him expendable. He'll be right there. They're not going to let him go. They're not putting him on a trading block. I mean, it doesn't cost nothing for this year. Basically because he's still on a rookie contract. Now, if you want to trade him and not just let him flag in the year, I mean, I guess you want to give him a chance because they all still want to give him a chance, including the owner. I think the owner really, really wants him. The talent is there, and then you got that 1-2 right there. Then he's going to get open. He's going to get free. He's going to get his opportunities. Yeah. Mason already knows him. Mason always had a natural winning if Mason is your starter. So, shit. And you need 2 receivers, as you just seen in the Super Bowl. You need 2 guys.
Right.
With a third guy in the middle and a tight end. Shit. If the line sturdy up, we can win some ball games, man.
Okay. Now, Twiz, again, same question, though, Twiz, but with George's antics and I can't say lack of production because we couldn't get him the ball. Let's be real. You know what I mean? It was quarterback play, and you've seen the difference that come in between him and Justin. But does this make George expendable? If we see them antics again this year, are we getting rid of George?
I don't think we get rid of George. I think George's problem is our problem. What are we doing? What is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I really think that's George's problem. I think, and I think he's too immature to be able to conduct himself like a professional because he ain't been a professional a long time. And from the looks at it, we don't have no. Yeah, he has, but this is what I do know. If ain't nobody teaching you, then you ain't learning. Is somebody really taking him under his wing and trying to really show him what it is, or is they trying to tell you, like, be patient? I know it's frustrating. Because if it's frustrating for us as fans, it got to be frustrating for a talent like him that can't get the ball, the offense ain't based around him. I'm not making no excuse for him. I don't want to do that because he's a pure asshole. Let's say that. He don't get no breaks. But I'm just saying I can understand where the level of frustration come from. The antics, I'm not for. I'm not for you taking plays off because if you take a play off, you took a play off on 10 other players. And that ain't fair to the guys that's out there that's trying to make it happen, even if they can't make it happen. At least they giving their full effort. You can give your full effort and don't get the results that you're looking for. We all know that as adults. But I'm definitely not for that. He's definitely too talented to let go. We all agree on that. And from the looks of it, if he don't put the numbers up. Well, anything can happen.
Who said that?
Well, no, you were saying we ain't just going to let him go. We're going to try to get something for him.
Like, not said to not trade.
No, we ain't trading.
They're not
too
trading.
Much of a talent. And at this point, to be honest,
all right, I said the opposite though. My fault.
We'll get him. We'll get, even if we do re-sign him, we'll get him for way under the market value because his numbers won't dictate that. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, what it really comes down to, I think we had a plethora of good receivers in here. But when you got an offensive coordinator that can't get him the ball, I'm convinced that Austin is a good receiver. I'm convinced that Fairmouth is a good tight end. I'm convinced that Darnell is a good tight end. Shit, I'm convinced that Williams is a good tight end. But I'm not convinced that Jefferson is a good tight end. I'm not convinced of that. Jefferson had 85% of the snaps. That man caught 25 balls in a whole season, y'all.
Oh, you talking about
as a receiver.
Talking about Van. He's gone.
Van Jefferson.
Yeah, he said.
Yeah, Van Jefferson should be gone. Cordell Patterson should be gone. All them dudes that he brought.
Yeah,
Van is gone.
Yeah, all them dudes that he brought with him. All them dudes that Smith brought with him. They need to not be here because Smith don't even really need to be here. He don't need to be here. But we don't need to talk about that. We don't need to talk about it because he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? He ain't going nowhere, so they don't need to beat that horse.
He's not going anywhere. He's not
going anywhere. So we got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
No, that's not that. Rooney's don't pay coaches to not.
Rooney's don't love him.
That's why they don't fire coaches. They don't like.
Rooney's don't love him. They can't listen. They can't love him.
Listen. No, what they do, they don't pay coaches to not be here. That's why they didn't want to fire Canada. They don't fire coaches. Period. Because your contract is either going to be done or you're going to be here.
Right.
No matter how terrible you do.
Yeah.
Unless you're some really, really cheap linebacker coach or something, which they really still don't even let go of those dudes. Unless your contract is up, you leave. That's
Yep.
that's how that goes. Like it's El
Hey.
Cheapo. They kind of like the Pirates.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna be honest with you.
Didn't I say that last podcast?
Yeah.
Are we starting to be like Pirate fans though?
You said
we
a
really starting to
restart.
be
Nothing. We ain't. I'm a Pirate fan, and I refuse to be adjoined this year. That first game the other day with Paul Skeens got busy, and then they fucking lost. And then that's fucking bullshit. But hey, I'm not gonna worry about them unless they're in contention at the beginning of September. I'm a fucking refuse. So it's not the fans.
Hey, now
it's the ownership at this
that
point,
other
dog.
big
El Chapo.
that other big
Cheapo.
That other big free agency signing, fellas, was Darius Slay. We got him on a 1-year, $10 million contract. Now, Darius is a vet. I think this might be his last year. You know what I mean? He might got 2 good ones in him. But, solid corner, veteran. I did see AB tear him up at camp, though. But Darius Slay, what y'all think about that 1 year, $10 million? Give somebody on the other side of Joey Porter, because we did lose Dante Jackson.
He can teach dudes how to play cornerback. He can teach dudes how to play cornerback. He played at a high level for a long time. He was a beast for Detroit a long time when they wasn't that good.
He played at a high level last year to be 35 years, 34, 35 years old.
Yeah, he did. So I mean, he can teach Joey how to not keep your hands and still be physical and not be as handsy. And he's a dude in the locker room you want to like. He's not gonna come in with no gripe. He's not gonna come in trying to rule it, I'm the big dog. He's gonna come in like, I just want to dance. I've been in the playoffs. I've been whooping y'all. So
just won a Super Bowl.
That's what I said. He just want to dance. So I mean, he's solid.
I thought you said he just won to dance. I got
you. Yeah, he did.
I agree.
I think it was a good. I think it was a good signing. Twiz. Now, what you think about? Does that move us down as far as importance in draft this year? Because I thought we would have drafted a corner if we didn't get Darius Slay. Do you think that's going to make a difference that we have Slay now?
No, because I think when it comes time for us to draft, I really truly believe just going with the best personnel for what we need. So if we need another corner, grab the best corner at that time that we grab the corner, but we just need to address all issues. So I don't think it would change how we draft. But because you could the beautiful thing about the draft, the rounds don't mean nothing. Where you draft somebody don't mean nothing. You understand what I'm saying? We found AB in the 6th round. We found a lot of good players in late rounds. So I truly believe that, we could draft efficiently despite all our signings in free agency, where all things need to be addressed because we need depth. No matter how good our starters is, we still need depth because it's a brutal game. People go down, so we need depth at all positions. So you know what I mean.
Right.
I think Khan will definitely go into the war room and come through with what we need. He ain't misled us, but he don't get to pick our coordinators.
He'd be at the corner late.
Yeah.
And saying that too, fellas, we did also sign Brandon Echols. He's from the Jets, cornerback. He's 27. We signed him to a 2-year contract for $6 million. But we also re-signed James Pierre. I don't like Pierre, but we did sign him to a 1 year. And there was one more corner, Deshaun Jameson. These guys don't mean nothing, but they are stacking up. Cameron McCutcheon, he's another corner we re-signed, and then Kyler McMichael. These probably practice squad.
Yeah, so I see. When you say that, I don't even know if you even draft a corner. I was just saying late, and then Pierre
we even draft one.
Pierre plays a lot of special teams too, so
right.
I don't even know. And then Trice is going to play a whole lot, as long as he's not hurt.
And then
playing a whole lot,
and a lot of people gonna get cut.
Yeah,
a lot of people gonna get cut. A lot of people gonna get cut too. So
yeah. But I think to me, fellas, I don't think we're going to draft a corner this year. I don't. Just what they did.
That's fine.
No,
that's fine. If we don't,
I'm gonna talk about it later on because we are stacking up compensatory picks, fellas. If y'all haven't really realized, we've been stacking them up. So, and we're gonna go over that in a minute. That third signing, Old Mason. Myles Garrett gets $140 million.
Mayday gets
Mason
2 for $8.
He gets $7 million.
2 for $8.
Are you confident now, Doe? I'm gonna just start off with this. I'm confident in Mason. I am. Under the right offense, I'm confident with Mason. Do you think Mason will be the starter game 1?
If they don't have no choice, he will be. I'm gonna talk what your brother said to me. Your brother told me he's the second coming of Richard Gannon.
Who? Mason Rudolph?
That's right.
Gannon went to the Super Bowl? Gannon or
who else is Rich Gannon, guy? That's who Rich Gannon is. Now, Rich Gannon was okay in 3 places.
Yeah.
The Vikings, played for the Chiefs, played for the Raiders. Raiders the best thing.
Right.
Now, I almost want to rebuttal that because he don't have as good as arm as Mason has. Never did.
Okay.
But Mason does what he does with timing routes.
Right.
Now, can Arthur and these boys that we got hit you with timing? Because to be honest, both these dudes is 9-route dudes. DK and George. They want to go up top. They want to use their leg speed. They don't really want to cut and turn. I mean, they can. DK got more in his arsenal than George do. That's what I'm saying. Do George want to get better? Because I think Racing can do it, but then you got to have the confidence too. Like Rich had all the confidence in the world, and then he had 2 Hall of Famers he was throwing to, Timmy and old man Jerry.
Right.
Now, can the young boys roaming and them get busy with these timing routes? I don't know. And then you asking a lot of Mason that Rich was coming up to the line calling all the moments plays his damn self.
Right.
So
and
that's what he was gonna have to be with if we were gonna be really, really successful. So I get because I call him Mega Mason because I mean that's
is he allowed to audible? Is he even allowed to audible in Arthur Smith's offense though?
Wushu she shall come.
You didn't want to. Hey, Twiz. You didn't want to answer that question. Hey, Twiz.
He can't answer it.
But now, just propose, and I don't want this guy, fellas, and y'all know I put it on the text thread. Propose we get A-Rod. Is Mason still the starter next year?
No, hell no. We're not gonna pay nobody $30 million to not start him.
You don't think it'll be a fair competition at least?
No, hell no. You don't bring him in for no competition. You say Aaron Rodgers to start him.
You trying to be funny right now?
No, I'm not.
I thought we was waiting.
I knew that. I told you don't take that shot at the bar. I told you don't take that shot at the bar.
Just to me, fellas. To me, Mason's better than Aaron right now. Right now. I'm saying right. Not old Aaron.
He's not. No, he's not.
No, he's not,
Keith.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Did you see Aaron Rodgers last year?
Yeah, he won 18-6. When 18-6 the last game, the last 10 games.
Yeah,
Mason got benched. They put Mason on the ground on the floor. You're out of here. You had a chance to start. You gonna sit your ass back down on the bottom, on the tight back.
Tennessee. Yeah, he couldn't even
we
start.
saved him from being almost in being retirement. Well, nobody looking for Mason to sign him, dog.
So what?
Not a goddamn soul.
Matter
of fact, a couple teams did come. Matter of fact, a couple teams did come, but it was all around the same thing: backup role, minimum dollars. He came back to what he knows. He
said, "I'm going home." He said, "I'm coming home."
All right, fellas.
Yeah.
Switching gears a little bit because we're gonna get to some questions here I got for y'all. But switching gears a little bit, free agency does mean loss sometime, and we did lose a couple of our key guys from last year. But if you look at it, as I was alluding to earlier, the Steelers, we lost Dan Moore, our starting left tackle. Dan Moore went to the Tennessee. Yeah,
Tennessee.
4 years, $82 million. But we did get a 3rd round comp pick for Dan Moore. Okay, for 2026. Then we lost Justin Fields, but we did get a 3rd round comp pick for Justin Fields.
Fourth.
Or fourth.
All
right.
You got it right there.
Yeah, you're right. I'm trying to. James Daniels, we lost him to the.
You got a 6th round.
Miami. Yeah, Miami. We will get a 6th round, and then we lost Russ Wilson to the Jets, and we will get a 5th round that could go to a 3rd round if he earns like $20 million. It's something I don't know.
If not, he plays 65% of the plays.
Okay. I know it's incentive based, is what I'm saying.
Yes, it's 65%.
I told you. Did I tell you though? Didn't I tell you though? Everything
Yeah.
we'll say you'll have it.
Right.
I told you.
So it
Bill.
may
I
turn
told
into a third rounder next year, fellas. So that means
Yeah.
next year we may have three third round picks. I don't know if we traded away before our 2026 third round pick, but right now we could have 2 third rounders, a 4th rounder, and a 6th rounder comp pick on top of what we already get next year. Are we stacking up draft picks right now?
Yeah, the draft is in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
We need all the draft picks we can have.
Just put on the show.
But but we don't need to worry about next year. We need to talk about this year.
Us.
Yeah, we don't need to worry. We need to focus on 2025.
Now we also lost, fellas. We lost Dante Jackson to the LA Chargers. Larry Ogunjobi went to the Buffalo Bills. Najee Harris also went to the Chargers. Landon Roberts, I forgot about him. He went to Las Vegas, fellas. And he only got $3 million, 1 year, $3 million. I don't understand why we wouldn't re-sign him. He's a blammer. Mike Williams, which I didn't really like. He went back to the Chargers. He might do better there. Van Jefferson, who you mentioned earlier, Twiz, he left for 1 year, 1.6. Nate Herbig, not our linebacker, y'all. So don't confuse it. His brother.
Hold on, where did Jefferson go?
Jefferson went to Tennessee, Twiz.
Yeah, 1 year deal.
1 year deal, 1.6 mil. And then
he's so Tito.
Last we lost Cal Allen, which was quarterback, no big deal. 1 year, 1.2 mil. Any of those guys, fellas, you thought we should have re-signed?
Justin Fields.
Yeah, though.
Out of them, yeah.
Offensive coordinator.
I would say Justin and I say Russ too.
After Justin.
Yeah.
Hey, Doug, give me your points on. I'm gonna go to you, Twiz, about Russ.
Go ahead.
Give me your points about Justin first.
The offense was supposed to be for him. You only got a 4-game leeway look at him. No, he didn't blow your socks off, but he really didn't lose any games. Maybe the Cowboy game, I guess you can give him that he might have lost.
Okay.
But it really, it came down to. But that's what I said. That's why I said might have.
Yeah.
But you took it out of me. The last drive of the game cost him. That's like a 90-yard drive at the end of the game at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I just a simple fact, like you to me, you got to give him a whole year, 17 games to evaluate him. And he's young, he's 26 with a live arm. Okay. I know she said saying like sometimes his timing routes and all that, he couldn't be accurate at all that, but he can make every throw. He can throw in between the windows. There's nothing on the football field physically that he couldn't do. It's cerebral wise. Okay. Now I don't know how long you want to wait for that. It's going to be year 5 coming up. I don't think people got the patience. Mm-hmm. And then business wise, you got to think about it business wise with Steelers. You paid him $1 million last year. We're going to jump you up to 12. That's what I mean by Khan does his certain shit too to him. Khan wasn't paying him more than that. Even though Coach T and Arthur wanted him here, there was a divide with the owner. Owner wanted Russ. Khan said, okay, we'll keep him, but we're not going to keep him more than $12 million. Since he didn't want that, let him ride out.
He got to go get his money. He got to go get his $30 million.
Last question before I go over to Twiz on Russ. Would Justin have been better than Aaron in this offense?
Aaron Rodgers? This offense is going to be critiqued. Not going to be the same thing if Aaron Rodgers is here. It's impossible. He's not running a play act. What do we call that? Stretch.
Yeah.
What is that called? A play action with the play. RPOs.
Yeah.
Aaron's not running RPOs all night. Yeah. We're running Aaron plays. You're going to slant Georgie a whole lot. You're going to do some comebacks. Then we're going to explode across the middle. Muth. Okay. It's going to be way different with Aaron. It's impossible. His legs ain't.
I think that's why he's not here.
Nobody. He ain't threatening nobody with them legs.
Now
he's not here because they didn't offer him $30 to $35 million. They just say, hey, man, we'll give you $30, $35 million fully guaranteed. His Igma ass would have signed that shit. Yep. Other than that, he's contemplating retirement, or he wanted to go play with Kevin O'Connell, which Kevin O'Connell would have gave him everything he wanted and give him some boost because Kevin O'Connell's that good offensively. He still wants to be there.
Now, Twiz, you mentioned Russ. Russ was should have been a guy we should have brought back? Out of all the guys I listed, you said Russ. Give me some of your points about Russ. Why should we have brought Russ back?
Russ understands offense. Russ understands patience. He understands development. He understands all that. The guy gave you the highest scoring of the season when a game that he totally went away from the play calling. And after they said, don't do that, after they said, don't do that no more, we went to averaging 14 points a game and we lost 5 straight games.
Average white
That
man.
don't sound like no Russell Wilson. Yeah, that don't sound like no Russell Wilson problem to me. That sounds like an offensive coordinator egotistical problem. And why are we catering? Why are we catering to offensive coordinators when we should be catering to winning? The guy clearly showed you what could happen if he could call the game from the line of scrimmage. And we needed every point that he produced. And we needed all points that the defense produced also, because defense had played a big part in that game also. So I won't take nothing away from the defense. I just truly believe Russ is more polished. I really would have liked, to be honest and truthfully, I really would have liked for him to bring both of them back. To be honest with you, I would have loved for him to sign both of them. To be honest with you, because Justin is a talent.
A little too much money. You know what I mean? I'm looking at it. If you think, you're right.
We way under the cap. We way under the cap.
Russ went with $10 million, 1 year, $10 million.
Yeah.
Hold on, Twist. Russ only got 1 year, $10 million, and Justin only
got
20.
2 years. Russ got 1 year, $21 million.
No, he didn't.
It's incentive wise.
You're right.
I do the whole contract. I do the whole contract.
Yeah,
well, I do the whole contract.
Was it 10 and a half, 2 to 21? He'll probably end up unless they get one of those young quarterbacks and they want to rush him in there. But it's all incentive. But that's why we'll get the third round pick if he plays 65%.
Right.
It'll boost him up to about 21 million.
From a 5th round comp pick to a 3rd round comp pick. But and I'm gonna pose the same question, Twiz. Would Russ have been better than Aaron in this offense?
It's really hard to say, because that offense isn't an Aaron. Just like Doe said, that's not an Aaron Rodgers type offense. Aaron is throw the ball, move the chains, West Coast style, quick pops, know where the ball is going. All that Arthur Smith, that ain't gonna work for Aaron. That wouldn't work for Aaron anyway. If you sign Aaron, not only do you got to give you $30 million, you got to cater the offense to his talent.
So what I'm hearing,
and if you ain't willing to do that,
what I'm hearing both of y'all saying is Arthur Smith's a problem then.
Yeah,
you know,
goddamn fucking problem.
He's listen, man. We have talent, bro. We have talent. We had talent last year. There was no reason for us to go on a 5. There's a reason we lost 5 games straight, and I can promise you it wasn't because of the players, bro.
Right.
There's a reason why we went 18 games and didn't have an opening drive touchdown, bro. That ain't the play. That's not the players, bro. That's not the players, bro. That's not the player. There's a reason we gave up 299 yards in a playoff game rushing on a defense where you barely was supposed to ever get 100. And then dudes are still keeping their jobs. It's not adding up.
Yeah, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. How did one of these coordinators didn't get no fire under their ass? Because they do not want to. They do not want to play coordinators not here this under contract. You're going to get your 4 cents in the money, then leave. There won't be no landing money. Yeah. That's cheapo. I'm sorry, that's cheapo.
That's what it is. It is. Thank you, Doe.
That is L cheapo.
Thank you, Doe.
Yeah,
that's what it is. And
I'm trying to figure out. Austin don't even make $1 million. You can send him on his way. You can send him on his way and eat that little bit of punk ass money. He don't even make $1 million. That just goes to show you. Chip Kelly got $6 million to be the offensive coordinator for the Raiders.
How we compete with
Kingsbury
that?
Got 5.5.
How do we compete with that?
How do you compete with that? That's what I'm saying.
See, y'all think that you really don't have to. You just got to do this innovative with new things and want to do things offensively different. You can't have 3 yards in a cloud of dust anymore. It's not going to win you ball games in the NFL, not particularly in the postseason.
Doe said that shit right. It ain't. This is the thing. These dudes, they not putting in the time to be innovative. You got to stay up late to be innovative. You got to do a lot of film study to be innovative. You got to You got to really want it. I don't really think Arthur Smith really care. I really just think I have a job, let me do it. And he's the FedEx Prince. He doesn't need no paper.
Right. None.
And it
None.
shows. It shows, bro.
He
You
wants to
can't
do
tell
what
me
the
that
head coach. He wants
What's
to
up,
do
Doug?
what the head coach wants to do.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Hey,
I think
but I
honestly and truthfully, I think it's all business now, bro. They can sit there and stand in front of these podiums and make it all sound good. I think it's just all business at this point, man, because it don't seem like it's about football no more.
Hey, Dub, yeah. A-Rod had 28 touchdowns, but a lot of them was forced. I watched fantasy, so I watched A-Rod. He was trash.
A-Rod is a good quarterback.
Trash, man. He's just not a great leader. You got personal vendetta towards him. I can hear it, Keith, every time we done fuck him and all that. You got something personal towards the guy. Listen, he's an asshole. He's a terrible leader. I'm telling you all that. But he can still throw the ball. He can still win the ball. We're not going to deny what he still can do.
John, Russ was part of the problem.
Yeah.
Mostly the coaching. Yeah, that's what we've been saying.
Russ was what? Russell, hold, back up. What part of the problem? How? Elaborate, please. Please elaborate on Russ was part of the problem.
He will. What's up, Hall? John, they don't take advantage.
Russ couldn't throw across the middle. That's part of the problem.
That is part of the
Russ
problem.
is limited as hell. Russ is plateaued. Russ ain't winning no Super Bowl, man. Russ ain't winning no playoff game. Russ cost us in that Ravens regular season game with that pick six. I was terrible. Russ is cool, dog. Right. Don't get me wrong.
Hey, John.
Layups and three-pointers, man. He ain't breaking down no field or nothing. Too small.
John said, John said the Steelers are also understaffed compared to other teams and cheap. Yeah.
Yes.
That's terrible.
Yes. You are 100% correct with that, John. You are definitely 100% correct with that.
Let me say this real quick before we keep going.
Yeah,
with the Steelers know who we are. They're nostalgia. You know what else was nostalgia in this town? Mr. fucking Rogers. Won't you be my neighbor? That's that's who Dan Art Rooney is right now. Putting socks and shoes on in the middle of the fucking day, they gonna win your shit. Hear me? Putting up the puppets and shit. That's all over with. Mr. Rogers is dead. You better come up with some new shit, pimp.
Hey, Dub is cracking up.
The new type of fucking ways. Or you're gonna be stuck, man. Won't you be my neighbor? Ain't doing it no more.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I agree. It's bad. It's bad.
Hey, I got a couple questions for y'all though. Just round robin. You know what I mean? Minute apiece. Give me your response.
Mm-hmm.
Rapid fire. Can Warren and Gainwell carry the load this year?
No.
We signed Gainwell for 1.6 mil.
I mean, Bam Bam gets hurt all the time, and that's spot duty.
I know.
And Gainwell's not a big dude at all.
He's not. They're both saying
go get you an explosive guy
in the draft.
Do it. Yeah, there's guys out there, bro.
Yeah.
If Amari and Hampton is there, they probably are grabbing. I don't think he's making it to 21 though. And then you got the other couple guys, Henderson and Judkins
from O State.
Yeah, there's running backs out there.
Twez, can Gainwell and Warren carry this load?
Too small, and Bam Bam's style of play won't allow him to be every down back. His Bam Bam style, he's a battling ram, and he's a kamikaze. He stick his head in the fan. He don't got no filter. Yeah, he don't got no filter. So that style of play won't work for Bam. Bam will be goddamn sidelined by game 2 if we started Bam and gave him all them damn carries.
He's Bob Sanders at running back.
Damn, great analogy though. Great analogy though. Great, and as we can see, Bob Sanders couldn't last because he couldn't filter. He couldn't turn his hit stick off.
Yeah. Right.
Yep.
Well, nothing going to change until we get rid of Tom. And until the Rooney sell, that's when that's going to happen. Next rapid fire, fellas.
Yeah.
And this is Cam's comments. What y'all think about Cam's comments? And are we going to sign A-Rod? I'm going to just start real quick. I think we're forced to sign him, but go ahead, though.
I think it was fine. And then he tried to backtrack it a little bit, saying they got misconstrued. Well, nothing was misconstrued about it. Then you didn't even explain why it was misconstrued. Now you don't got to go on Enigma. Do you want to sign it or you don't?
Yeah. You don't got to backpedal out of that. You're the captain of this team.
Nobody knows exactly the number that they threw out there.
Yeah.
But it wasn't 30 fully guaranteed. It was something probably of the 20 to 25.
Shut up, Kanan.
Yeah.
But, hey, Twiz, what do you think about that? And are we signing A-Rod?
I mean, at this stage, I would hope so. I will hope you sign him. You know what I mean? I will hope you sign him. He's better than Mayday. He's better than Mayday.
I just ain't too particular about begging people. That's what we're doing.
Exactly. I mean,
and that's what it looks like now.
You want to play this? You want to play the diva game? That ain't my style. To sit there and let you literally play the whole, this waiting game. Because if you say yes now, you could have said yes then. If you say yes in 2 weeks, you could have said yes 2 weeks ago. So all that is just be game. When you was here, like you sat in the building for 6 hours and y'all couldn't come to whatever the reason is that you didn't sign. I really don't know what it is. Like I said, I'm really totally in the dark on this, but I don't got no insight on this. But
everybody is.
Yeah, I mean, me personally, like I said, we'll one thing. This is something that I truly feel, and I ain't just saying this. We'll find a way to go 10-7 with Mayday. The only thing with 10-7 this year, that ain't no playoff berth this year. Well, that ain't gonna be no playoff berth this year.
My thing with A-Rod, fellas, he's still living on that when he was the premier quarterback, and that's what everybody's hoping for.
They all do.
Everybody's hoping for. I don't want him, just on the simple fact, man. I don't care what you do in your personal life, but let that had been Lamar Jackson last year talking about, I'm going to go get high for a month, and I'm not coming to OTAs. You know how much money he would have got?
They would have crucified.
You know how much money he would have got? We literally got teams waiting on this dude to come back from getting high for a month.
We waiting on him. We waiting on him.
We the number one team waiting on him. Us and the Vikings, not the Vikings too. They backtracked their little statement about, they was confident in JJ McCarthy. They backtracked that too. But I'm just saying, that's just one of them. Then he just wants to be a diva, and that don't work in this town, fellas. We talk about it all the time. There's a certain type of player for this type of town. He's not that type. He's Hollywood. True. He might as well go to Vegas. True. He might as well go to New York, or he might as well go to Cali somewhere, because it don't fit here. But anyway.
Yeah, this is definitely blue collar all day.
Yeah. All right. Hey, fellas, with these free agent signings, and we did go over a couple, are we closer to a Super Bowl than we were last month?
Absolutely
not. Only been a month. Doe?
No, you don't have a quarterback in place. But I think you have one in place. But Meg ain't going to no dance, baby. And then you need something on defense that's different. Like, what are we doing defense right now? As of today, it's still going to be Minka 30 yards off the field, off the line. Who's the premier dude in the middle? Peyton Willis is going to step up next year and be that guy.
We did sign a safety from Cleveland, or what was the safety we signed from?
Yeah, from Cleveland.
Yeah, from Cleveland? Okay. Yeah. We signed a boy from Cleveland.
Yeah, I forget. He's cool, but he's not our safeties, and then the other guy becoming all pro, Elliott.
Yeah.
But defensively, and what are you doing with TJ? You're moving him around this year?
Yeah.
There was, like Torrin said, there's no difference in the coaching. We have no difference. No. So
and And let me highlight this point. Our prime players, our prime players, as far as you know what I'm saying, they're leaving their primes. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? Like our prime players, it's their primes is starting to, you know what I mean? You see it happening. It ain't even a factor whether it's happening or not happening. Like we getting lightning in the bottle with Cam at this point, 15 years in the league, playing at the level that he playing.
Yeah.
That's lightning in a bottle. You have to take advantage of that. You have to take advantage of it. You can't take advantage of it. You got to take advantage of it and use it for great football. You can't waste a year like that with Cam. Because then he'll come back this year and we hoping that it'll be deja vu. But then now what if it ain't?
Right.
You see what I'm
What
saying?
if it ain't?
Right.
What if it ain't? And you damn sure got to strike gold when you draft this year with a defensive lineman. He has to be gold. They might
The
get
draft. You said it though. The draft has to be productive. The players that we draft have to benefit our team. They have to bring some type of value to our team this year.
especially
Like we
on
need
defensive
players.
line, man.
Yep, we need players that can step on the field and make a difference this year. We don't need some people gonna need development, but we need people to make a difference. Because, like I said, man, we priming out. TJ had 11 and a half sacks this year, last season. That's a fraction. And as you can see, when he ain't dominating, we ain't winning. 5 straight losses.
Well, again, that has a lot to do with Terrell Austin and his defense, Twiz. You know what I mean? So, again, hey, what's up, William H? William H says, I'm done with this coaching staff. This is the first time in my adult life that I won't be spending any money for tickets to Steeler games. How do you keep both coordinators? End of the season collapse on defense, and we just running it back. William H., you summed it all up, what I've been saying.
Let me say something. That dude said that verbatim in the last podcast. Same words.
Yep.
Did you have that? What'd you say? Copy and paste it? Did you copy and paste that, William? That was like, I remember you saying that. I mean, verbatim. I'm just saying. Yeah.
Is it going to be one of them years?
We just never seen it, bro. Like, listen, bro. We've never seen ever coordinators be this lethargic at being coordinators and get to double down on their lethargicness.
We never had
two.
We never had two bad.
Two at the same time.
Never ever.
Fellas.
I mean, if it was Randy Figner and Keith Butler was at least cool.
Right.
This dude's is like,
fellas.
I don't got like, come on, man. I'm never like, man, Terrell, that's a great call. It's all right. We did
fellas. 299 yards rushing in a playoff game.
And you're coming back.
29 yards rushing offensively. How? 18 straight games, no opening drive touchdowns. Like, as a coordinator, you would have to say after week 4 by not putting one in there. 4.
Right.
Because that's basically 25% of the season done come game 4. Come game 4, you won't put an end zone. You won't get an end zone. You don't hit the end zone in the first drive. You got to revamp that thing. He went 13 more games, same bullshit game plan, same results, no touchdown, opening drive. Crazy. Do you know that over the last 5 years, the Jacksonville Jaguars scored more touchdowns than us, yo?
Yeah.
The Jacksonville Jaguars scored more touchdowns than us over the last 5 years.
I'm thinking, Mike is stubborn. I'm going to teach y'all and show y'all because I got winning seasons every year. And won't you be my neighbor? It's just like, fuck it.
Run it.
I'm not fucking up my money.
I'm just trying to put a logical
personal
assumption
account
together.
in here. That's his new name.
I'm not.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I'm not
Damn,
trying to.
dog.
I'm just trying to
Art
put out
wants
a
to be my
logical
neighbor. I'm
assumption.
sorry. Dan
I'm
was
trying to put out a
against it.
logical assumption. I think it's just all business. You can't convince me that football minds are getting in sync with each other down there in that building, and this is what they coming up with.
Right. I agree.
You just can't tell me that. You can't logically. I just got a logical assumption. There's no way football minds is coming together, and this is what gets produced from that. You can't sell me on that, bro.
And Twiz, where I go with it also is, and why I was so hard on Dan. I mean, sorry, Art. You got me saying Dan now. Though Art is these are billionaires, man. It ain't like they ain't got no money. They billionaires, man. And this is what we come. This is what we coming up with, though. This is what we cooking up with $1 billion, Twiz.
I think we've been priced out though.
They drive Buicks down there now. Hey, they drive Buicks down there now.
But I'm just saying,
Buicks down there now.
But I don't care if you got $1 billion. This the talent you're coming up with, coaching wise. This is what you're doing.
And
really?
The coaching. Correct me if I'm wrong. Coaching staff don't go against the salary cap, right?
No, no, Twiz. No.
So you can pay a coach what you want.
Yeah, you can pay him what you want.
Call that's out of personal finance though.
Then your profits. Then it's all business. Then this is about business.
Okay.
Long as we don't have a losing season.
That's what I think. Though at the same time, it's like you don't think you can compete with these bigger markets because that's why the salary cap keep going up because they're trying to market it to bigger teams,
yes, they
bigger
are.
branches and bigger markets, bigger cities with bigger shit going on.
Well, not only that though, they're trying to market to the corporate America, not family-owned business America.
Yeah, but family-owned business just won the damn Super Bowl.
Hunt is rich.
Hunt is rich. I don't know how many things Hunt got going on. Won't you be my neighbor? Just got the Steelers going on.
That's
all he got
yeah.
going on.
Yeah, because they had to give up the racing, right? Though.
No, that was his uncle's.
Well, that's why they all got out so they could do the racing. Yeah. That's why they sold.
But they should be allowed
so they can do the racing.
It's gambling now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, next rapid fire, fellas. Do you think Omar Khan is the Khan father once again?
To an extent, we'll see. Here comes the draft, and Mike has a lot to do with that draft. Him and the owner. That's why Mike calls a lot of the shots. Mike called them last two quarterbacks. Mike wanted Kenny Pickett.
Okay.
Mike wanted Russ. So we'll see though. He does well, you know. And the players that he has drafted are impactful. They're out there. Peyton Willis looks like a star. Like he can be really cold. So we'll see.
Well, I'm
I call him the calm father for that DK.
Yeah, but even in the free agency, you know what I mean? Did he really do his thing? I mean, we did bring in Malik Harris. We signed Jalen to that second year tender or second round tender, so he's getting $5 million a year. We signed the white boy from Spring Garden again for a 2-year, $4 million contract.
Oh yeah, we need firecracker.
What's your firecracker? What's your favorite yellow mustard? French's, let's say, whatever. That's what he does. Regular French yellow mustard. This is not Grey Poupon. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And not Dijon mustard in this goddamn contracts out here. Not happening. Because once you be my neighbor, won't let it. You hear me now?
All right. And last one, fellas. Do you think all of this is adding up that we just stocking up these comp picks for next year's quarterback class? Because if you notice, we won't go get a guy under contract. We're either going to trade for him and wait for him to get released. Like I said, the 3 guys I named, like the top 3 guys, DK was a trade, Slay and maybe A-Rod. They have both been released. You think is that the strategy that we're going with for next year? Doe.
That's if you reach and go get Jackson Dart or somebody. If you don't, I'm sorry. If you don't, yeah. The draft is here. It's going to be impactful, man.
Right.
Mean Joe Green ain't been doing nothing. He'll be down there on the microphone. Mel Blunt, them dudes be on the microphone. It's going to be a Steeler fest.
Yes,
it's going to be a steel curtain draft.
The city ain't going to move.
This is going to be.
The city going to be at a standstill, bro.
Yeah, you're going to have schools. There ain't be no damn school.
Yeah, listen, it's going to be at a standstill, bro. There will
be able to.
250,000 people falling into this city, bro.
It's about 500.
The city
Will
will.
500 to 700,000.
Well,
A
I
million.
listen.
day.
What the shit?
Hey, a
I know what.
million.
I know what.
Go ahead, a
Listen.
million.
Listen. I know what 4 o'clock traffic look like when it's raining outside. I know what. Listen, man.
You're gonna have to walk down there. Ain't no driving.
Ain't no driving. Ain't
But
no Uber.
Twez,
Uber ain't getting you close.
No.
but Twez, are we stacking these comp picks for? Are we waiting for next year? So what I'm getting at, yeah, we can go get A-Rod this year for the 1-year contract and all that. You know, Mason is the backup, and we got him for 2 years. Are we stacking these comp picks up to go get a Manning, the boy from Tennessee? I forget. I can't say his name. He got a funny name.
T Tagovailoa.
Okay, see, there you go, though. Are we doing that, Twitch?
Yeah, I think we are. I'm not sorry, Twiz, but I do. I think we are. Unless you stretch and you reach this year, it's all setting up for that.
I don't know what we doing. I don't know what we. If we just being truly. If I'm being truly honest,
That's what
I
I
don't
want.
know what we doing, bro. I really don't know what we doing. I can sit here and make it sound like I know what we doing. I don't know what these picks mean. I don't know what not having a quarterback means. I don't know what I don't know none of this. Like when we signed Mason Rudolph, I said, okay, that's a move. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you let Russ go, you let Justin go, but let's go back and get Mason Rudolph. Okay. Okay. Well, how do you put that into words? You had Russell and Justin Fields in the building,
Right?
and they're no longer in the building, and you signed Mason Rudolph. How do you we could come up with, well, he knows the system, he's been here, he's comfortable here, but then after that, what could we say?
Well, this is what you asked for. He said that. He said in his exit interview, we would like to sign Russ or Justin.
Yep.
And then he went, Art, Mr. Rogers. Told him we got a cap. We got a cap on the price. He want to pay that price because business-wise, he only paid him $1 million last year.
Hey, fellas, for these last 10 minutes, I want to go over a little something because, again, I don't know what they're doing. Twiz, you don't know what they're doing. Doe seems to, and I think a little bit too, we're building until next year's draft. Like I said, it is in Pittsburgh. It's going to be a show. They want to put a show on. So I believe in both of those theories, fellas. But what is our draft strategy this year? Now, this year, the draft is going to be I'm just putting these graphics up. It's the 24th through 26th of April up in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We have a first round, a third round, a fourth round, fifth, sixth, and seventh round. We lost that second round this year for DK Metcalf. And then we got that last pick. That was from, I'm sorry, they swaps. They're swaps. That's all they are. Like Doe said, they just swap. What's our draft strategy this year, fellas? I mean, what are we looking for after we've seen this free agency signings and things like that? We've seen all the corners signed. We've seen another safety sign. We only signed one offensive lineman, I think, that had anything decent. I think Daniel Equale, the defensive tackle, signed him.
They're all not worth talking about.
Right. Go ahead. And that's what I was just trying to give some names of guys we signed.
Harrison, the linebacker.
Yep. And we
nobody's flashy.
No, Jeremiah Moon, we re-signed him. I mean, nobody impactful other than, Gainwell, DK Metcalf, Rudolph, and Slay. What's the draft strategy, Doe?
As far as player-wise, which way we going?
Yeah.
If I had to guess, if I wanted them to be smart, because I don't put
round one, though. If it goes perfect, round one, though.
Perfect defensive line.
Round one.
Defensive line. You have to defensive line. You have to get the best defensive lineman available. You have to. This dude, what's Cam will be 37 next year? In the middle of the season, it'd be 36. Now
I got a couple up. So, Kenneth Grant, the boy out of Michigan, Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss. Do we go reach and get Jackson Dart at that point? They
Come
like
on, man.
Jalen Milroe. I keep telling y'all that. That's why I put his name up there.
You think
Or
you'll
you go
pick him
with
first round? You pick
Yeah.
Jalen Milroe first round and put my hat down. And you pick him first round, I'm putting my hat down.
They ain't gonna do it. They gonna do it. They're whining and dining him.
What are you talking about? Get the fuck out of here.
Twiz, first round. DT. I think DT. I do think that though. DT.
Yeah, you got to go get
DT.
him. If you said perfectly, you go get Kenneth Grant. He's right there. You go get him. He's athletic as hell. He's strong as hell. He's a beast. I know he go to my squad. But, I mean, you talking about perfectly. But I'm just saying, what you should go wise, you go defensive lineman and then running back in the third.
Now, Twiz, if the boy Omarion, am I saying that right? Marion from Carolina, running back. If he's there, do you go get him at 21, knowing that what you said earlier, bam, he's going to put his face in the fan, Gainwell's another really 2/3 down backs, I would say, if you want to, compare them. They're 2/3 down backs. Do we go get the boy from Carolina?
If we don't have a quarterback, we draft a quarterback.
Okay.
We ain't got a quarterback. We draft a quarterback, bro. We got to get a quarterback. Now, if you're telling me Mayday is the quarterback, then okay. We don't need a quarterback. If you're telling me Mayday is if we don't sign Aaron Rodgers, then Mason Rudolph is the starting quarterback, then we don't need it. But if you just got Mason Rudolph under a 2-year, $8 million contract, and we don't get no quarterback, we don't sign Aaron Rodgers by draft day, then you need to draft a quarterback, man. You need to draft a goddamn quarterback, man. You need to draft a quarterback.
The quarterback has to start, though, Twan.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Hey. Can't be no worse than what Kenny Pickett did. Can't be no worse than what Kenny Pickett.
But when you start Mason at that point,
Pickett didn't start the first game.
But I'm just saying, Kenny Pickett
first game.
Hold on, let me clarify this real quick, though. Hey, Twiz, are you saying if we don't sign Aaron Rodgers and we up on the first round, we draft a quarterback first round this year?
Yes.
Okay. Now, hold on, pause there.
Yes.
So we draft a quarterback first round. Is he the starter or is Mason Rudolph the starter?
If he beats Mason Rudolph out, then he should be the starter.
Okay.
But we need a quarterback, bro. Do we or do we not need a quarterback? Do we need a quarterback?
Yes.
I'm just saying. Just my theory. Just my logic.
That's why
we don't have a quarterback. But listen,
we're gonna go get Aaron Rodgers, man.
If we're going out on the record, if they say, listen, if we don't sign Aaron Rodgers, Mason Rudolph is our starting quarterback. All right, cool. Draft the defensive lineman. But if you telling me we ain't sure who's going to be the starting quarterback, then it seems like you would have to draft a quarterback.
No,
I would just say do it in the first round.
Just to retort that, though, what was your thoughts?
Let me just say this. Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. At 21st pick, is there? Let me backtrack. Is there a quarterback worth picking at the 21st pick in the first round?
I don't know. I'm seeing Shador sliding, things like that.
Shador's not making it to 21.
I know, but I'm just.
Hell no. Shador ain't getting past 5.
Fellas, I don't think that. I'm just reading some of the articles. That's all.
That's all. Yeah,
I got you. I'm with you. Yeah, I got you. I'm with you. But we know
see what the Cleveland Browns and the Cowboys trying to do. What they were trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of like the Trevor Lawrence style, swapping, trading for Dak Prescott to the Browns, so they have that pick to pick Shador. Not coming out of it. He's too accurate. He's pro ready and pro top.
Okay.
Cam's going to be gone in the first 5 picks. Those are the best 2 quarterbacks. All the other rest of these dudes is crapshoot. Jackson Dart, Tyler Lowe, Brady Cook, all of them.
Right.
All a crapshoot, dog. All projects.
So what you like? You like D tackle first round, though, just for the record?
That or running back. But I mean, because if either one of them is there, I don't think Kenneth Grant is making it past the 13th pick.
You don't?
No. Dudes are too good, man. And pro ready. That's what I'm about, pro ready.
Twiz, first round. You saying quarterback, right?
No, but now shit. I'm about the Michael Jackson out of that. But I'm about to Michael Jackson out of that because Doe said, I mean, I ain't been paying attention to the college players. So
Okay.
that's why I asked y'all, is there a quarterback worth picking at the
Not to
21st
me.
pick? Y'all saying no. Y'all both saying no. So guess what?
Not this
Now
draft.
that changed. Yeah, not this draft. So if that's the case, if y'all saying that there ain't a quarterback worth picking at 21 based upon talent level,
Right.
then I would have to change it and say defensive line, offensive line.
Okay. Okay.
I would
I say D
because
line.
that offensive
I'm just going real quick through these last 4 rounds. All right. That 3rd round, we don't have a 2nd round pick again, fellas, because of DK Metcalf. Where we going? I just got a couple dudes up. Do we go QB then, though? If we go DT, we go quarterback in that 3rd round, or do we go running back now?
Running back or quarterback at that point, to me.
Okay.
It's interchangeable because it's 3rd and 4th round. You can get a running back in the 4th round.
Yeah, I got that up too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there's a couple of the running back for Iowa? He's okay. Like this dude's gonna be around.
Yeah, Scatterboo in the 4th round.
You can take Murrah Hodge down.
Take him down.
That's right.
4th round though.
I don't give a shit. You did take Murrah Hodge off of there.
Hey, but if we draft a quarterback 3rd round,
1990, man.
No, if we grab a quarterback 3rd round, do we go back and get the running back in that 4th round?
It won't be scatter, bitch. I don't know what they doing. It might be. I'm just talking shit, you know.
I know.
I don't know, man, but I'm just saying, man. Like that dude's a college. He's a college running back, man. He's a college running back.
Now, Ollie Gordon out of Oklahoma State, I liked him too, though.
You have to get somebody that can go 70 yards at any point in time. You have to get somebody out in the open field to catch the ball and do somebody in. You have to put pressure on these defenses. As much as they want to put an offensive narrative, all them defensive players out there is fast as hell. Everybody. They have to be to cover these offensive players nowadays. Yeah. Everybody is quick. So if you don't match it up with that, you will get your ass whipped. Or you'll be like Najee, having a 36-7-yard run as your premium run of your career.
Okay.
Sandpants, Mr. Sandpants.
5th round, fellas. I just got a couple boys up again. Hey, Cal McCord, Quincy Riley, cornerback out of Louisville, offensive tackle Harlan Pierce out of Oregon. At this point, you know what I mean? I'm just showing them fellas and just giving names out there of where I thought we needed help, especially offensive tackle. Offensive tackle, that dude, Harlan Pierce, he can play like a swing tackle. And I think we are in need of a swing tackle. Somebody could play left and right, left and right side.
And we doing a draft show too. I mean, we ain't got, what I mean?
Yeah, we will. But
yeah.
But I was just saying if y'all had any direction that we want to go. Really, it was like 1st, 2nd, 3rd round. I know we need a quarterback. I'd say wait till that 3rd or 4th round to get a quarterback or a running back. But defensive tackle definitely has to be number 1 out the box. If they take Jalen Milroe, you heard him. Hey,
is the boy from Michigan a true nose? Is he a true nose?
He can play DT too. He can play DT too. He's humongous though.
Yeah.
To play the nose.
We need a true. We need a true nose because Queen. We gonna start. Queen need help. He needs somebody in that middle that's gonna take 2 blocks.
Well, Twan, he can be a true nose. That's what I'm saying. Like he has the size.
Yeah.
There's not dudes out there really
he called him Merrill Hodge. He called him Merrill Hodge, William H. Skylar Thompson. Yeah, he's still on the roster. I forgot. We did re-sign Skylar.
That's crazy.
Chris, I say stick with Mason. He's better. He's either going to get the same 500 or better record we've been getting, or season plus and get us a great draft position pick. I like that, but he has weapons. We screwed ourselves with the QB position. Go defensive. Yep, I'm with that. I don't want to even sign Aaron Rodgers. I don't want to sign him again.
I mean, I'm cool with that. That right there, what Chris put up.
Yeah,
that's great logic. That's great logic. That makes all the sense in the world. It really does. It makes all the sense in the world. because that's all we got to go on now is just logic. What logically makes sense?
Yeah, I like that too, Chris. And I've been saying we got Big Ben. What was that? A 6-10 season though. We went before we got Big Ben. It will move us up. I can't say top 10, but I mean, if we go under 500, Chris, we probably will be in the top 14. And we got all these comp picks, as Doe said. We'll trade a whole bunch of them in to move up and get one of those top tier guys next year. And I think they're a little better.
The quarterback room would just be better this year. Like when you draft a quarterback first round, you have to evaluate him for a couple years. That's why I said this year, if you grab somebody at 21, then you're almost like blanking yourself out of grabbing somebody next year in the first round. Especially with our type of organization. We're not jumping the gun 2 times first in the first round.
Right.
Makes sense.
So and paying them the money.
Yeah. So if you do that, you have to do that. And if you and none of these dudes, I'm sorry, man. I mean, Jackson Dart is cool. I watched him play a couple times. I mean, he's close to what Bo Nix was, but that's a crapshoot, dog. You getting 7-11 or you're getting snake eyes and 21 and 12.
We're gonna get a couple more of these comments in, and we're gonna get up out of here. Anthony Battle says go with Milroe, trade back in the first round if you can get an extra pick.
Milroe?
No, not Milroe. I don't like Milroe. His hands are smaller than Kenny Pickett's. No, they said his hands were half inch or something, but he had the smallest hands ever measured at a combine or something.
I don't know what people saw him in the offense. I mean, offensively as a quarterback in college to make you think he's a professional quarterback right now. I watched Jalen Hurts go from getting benched to going to Oklahoma and getting better, massively better. Milroe was like, "What the fuck?" It'll be. We'll be doing the same thing the coach did with Anthony Richardson. Anthony Richardson was clearly not ready. He's just a freak of nature. He's still a freak of nature. He can throw the ball a mile, but being a quarterback is totally different from being a freak of nature, man.
Yep. Thank you, Doe. Well said, brother.
Well, hey,
that's what I keep trying to tell people.
Hey, but fella, like I said, draft is next month, April 24th through the 26th up in Green Bay. We will have us a little show. I don't care if y'all want to go live during the first round or something like that. We're going to make something up, but we will be back to y'all by the end of April to give y'all some of this insider Steeler news, our opinions. That's all this is. All this. I don't care you watching Stephen A. It's all their opinion. You know what I mean? But Doe, any parting shots before the draft? Anybody you want to see visiting, us going to see? They whining and dining Jalen Milroe and his offensive line. What you want to see?
Get Kenneth Grant in here for visitations about it.
Okay, I like that. Go Blue. Hey, Doug, what about the other boy, the edge boy they got up there? I'm hearing about like 6'1", 2.
He's not edge.
I mean,
not edge boy. It's Grant. He's going way before they go on top 5 base.
No,
a couple dudes.
On the end of the line up there in Michigan. Doug, he would probably be like a 5th, 6th round pick.
I would no, I'm not going to know that right now, Keith.
They said he was nice, though. I thought you would have known because he was.
I know
Donovan Edwards. Or no, that's the running back.
That's the running back. Yeah,
that's the run. Damn, though, it was another boy from Michigan. But anyway, Twiz, I know you said quarterback, defensive tackle. What you want to? Who you want? Anybody specific you want us to get?
You know what? I ain't really dialed in. You know what I'm saying? I don't really dial into all that, so I don't even really know names. I know what we need. You know what I mean? I know what we need, and you know, and honestly and truthfully, offensive line, defensive line, that's a necessity. Okay. They need it equally. You know what I'm saying? But if the defensive line is just trumps the offensive line for us, what comes at that pick, then you just go with the better pick. You know what I mean?
Well, defensive line this year, defensive line is deep this year. Like it's from the top to the bottom talent. I mean, it's not a steep drop off after the first 10 defensive linemen. You know what I'm trying to say? It's not as steep as maybe quarterback with, maybe only Cam and then Shador. Then it might be a drop off, and then you hit Jackson and a couple of them guys, and it's in a steep drop off to like Jalen Milroe. That's why I think me and Doe are, defensive line, Cam's getting old. it's a deep draft. Running back too, Twiz. Running back. I'm just giving you a little precursor for the draft. You're gonna see like the running backs, they're deep. Wide receivers is kind of deep. You know what I mean, Twiz? So those three positions, I think we can get dudes later, like Doe was saying with running back, fourth, third, fourth, fifth round.
Just hit your YouTube and go to top 5, the top 10 draft picks of each position one, and you'll be ready for the next show.
Yeah, you'll be ready. But my personal opinion, Doe, I'm gonna go with we got to get Grant from Michigan or the boy Nolan from Ole Miss. Play with Pooh's son down there.
Nolan going top 10 too.
You ruining my dreams. What about Grant?
Niggas is nice. What do you mean?
We ain't getting neither one of them. We ain't getting neither one.
Probably not. There's a lot of defensive linemen.
And that's why I think we can get them. I think they're gonna slack because there's a whole bunch though.
Nah, not them two dudes. Not between the 13th pick. But if we coming up off the 21, then maybe. But I don't see us coming up off the 21 because they'll take a running back.
Okay. Well, until next time, y'all, and we're gonna set this up for the later on for the draft. But for KY,
no buzz.
Big Twiz.
Peace.
Mm-hmm.